Hey guys, it's Slimy here. Today I have a very special video for you guys. In 15 days this channel will reach its 1-year anniversary, meaning I uploaded my very first video to this channel on the 15th of April in 2020. But YouTube has always been more on the side for me. I view my channel more as a timeline of progress of sorts. Most of the time I post gameplay videos of custom songs, scores I'm proud of and want to show off. But more than showing off to my viewers, I upload these videos for myself to track my own progress. Aside from gameplay videos, I also upload map previews of maps I made myself. And that is what this video is about. Today, 1 year ago, I uploaded my very first map. Well, technically, that isn't true. I deleted my first 2 maps, but they were kinda shitposty, so I consider Stardust to be my first, somewhat decent map. I uploaded Stardust on the 30th of March in 2020, and since then it has gathered 4,041 downloads, 78 upvotes and 16 downvotes. I did never expect my first map to be this well received, to be honest. Since looking back on it now, it has a lot of beginner mistakes and blatant mismaps. Like, what is this even? What was I thinking here? But of course, I did not stop my mapping journey there. I kept mapping, and over the course of a year, on the time of recording, I have 34 maps released. In this video I'm gonna take a look over some of the more prominent maps I made over the last year and see just how much my mapping has evolved. After I mapped Stardust, I experimented with mapping a lot, and my second and third map were actually only released about a month later, on the same day even. They're both chill act maps with only a hard diff mapped on each. Not much to see honestly, they're just clean yet boring egg maps. In May 2020 I participated in Building Blocks, a mapping contest in which participants had to map a 1 diff map for one of 6 possible songs, and they would be judged anonymously. I went in foolishly thinking I stood a chance against all these veterans. Oh boy, was I wrong. The map I chose was Girly Cupid by Psyche featuring More Pro. I started to experiment with a lot of patterns, middle row blocks, bombs and walls to see if I could create a fun map for it. The result was quite decent actually, however it became a bit of a mess of ideas that weren't properly executed. I still had to learn a lot at this point. I didn't upload a new map till August of that year. It was a busy summer and I was starting to map for rank, which takes a long time usually, cause you need to get your map modded, etc. But in August, the time came. One more last re-upload on the 18th, and a few weeks later, Watch Me Dance became my first ranked map. This was a huge milestone for me. The fact that I could have an impact on the ranking system I was in for over half a year was such a delight. Watch Me Dance is currently downloaded almost 20,000 times and has almost gathered 400 upvotes. That's crazy to me. At this point I also started enjoying mapping even more, and I started to map faster and better. I uploaded about 2/3 of all my maps in the second half of 2020. Shortly after I re-uploaded Watch Me Dance, I released Bubblegum KK, a map that went kind of viral. Videos on YouTube started popping up one after another and the map got downloaded almost 5,000 times even though it wasn't ranked at all. This map was also the first one that I properly did lighting for myself. Everything up to this point was auto-lighted except for Watch Me Dance and Stardust, which were lighted by Victinator. Thanks buddy. Summer ended, and with that, a new era started for me, the tech era. Pandemic was the first map that I started experimenting with angles and patterns, and you can definitely say that this map was the start of my tech mapping. Although it's still kinda soft compared to some things I mapped more recently, it still puts a smile on my face whenever I play it, and it's one of the few maps of my own that I regularly come back to. After Pandemic I tried to make a challenge map, but it was kinda bad, so we'll just play a short clip and move on. Yeah, anyways. October, November didn't see much special maps for me, but I still gathered over 5,000 downloads total on the 3 maps I released in that time period. Now onto the map that gathered the most attention out of all my maps. A map that I am really proud of and has tons of playthrough vids on YouTube. Bonfire. A slightly techy map with an absolutely amazing light show. This map managed to get over 10,000 downloads when I first released it, even though I maybe had to re-upload because I wanted to rank it. Right now this map has 28,466 downloads, 45 upvotes and 76 downvotes. It's my most popular map to date and it blew up big time, not only because it became ranked. This map is still one of my favorites to date, and I get a lot of comments from people saying that this is hands down my best map, and I'm inclined to believe them. Bonfire is really a masterpiece. Both the map and the awesome chroma lighting Pixel Guy did for me. I'm eternally grateful to him. At this point, 2020 is coming to an end, and I wanted to map something for Christmas. Some of you might not know this, but I live in Belgium. Flanders to be exact, the part of Belgium where they speak Dutch. So when I wanted to map a Christmas song, I was looking far and wide for a song that wasn't too slow, because that would make for a boring map. I couldn't find a decent song, until suddenly a video popped up in my YouTube feed. It was a Christmas song by the Dutch party song artist Snolle Bollekes. The song was so ridiculous and funny that I decided to map it. And I released the map just in time, because a few days later the Beat Saber servers went down for a long while. After the servers went back up again, I uploaded a few more maps, but the most prominent out of that bunch was Reanimate. I went crazy with the patterns on Expert Plus, making this a proper tech challenge map. My best pass on this map is only just 80%, but I am sure you can see why that is. I was in the middle of recording gameplay for this video when I suddenly fell sick. I started to get a severe headache for an extended period of time, making it impossible for me to play VR. So I want to thank Pixel for recording the next bunch of maps for me. Aside from the fact that I had 5 maps uploaded in January, I also had 2 maps ranked, those being Superpower and Money Money Psychotropic. Superpower was actually quite an old map. It was first uploaded in August, but I had to do a final re-upload in January and it became ranked a few days later. Money Money Psychotropic, however, is one of my harder tech maps. It has a lot of unconventional angles at pretty high speeds. Overall, Money Money is probably one of my favorites, seeing how much time I spent on making it a full spread and how well received it is too. With 216 upvotes against 45 downvotes, I can confidently say that there are still a lot of players that actually like tech. Another map that I released in January that actually got a lot of downloads, despite me actually not liking the map itself, is Run by Joji. I was planning on making it a full spread, but I got bored halfway through. Just finished the expert diff and I uploaded the map. The map, however, still got a lot of downloads and upvotes, so I guess it was worth uploading after all. In the past couple of months I released quite a few maps, mainly to get them out of my work in progress folder. But the ones I'm most proud of are Internet Friends and Centipede by Knife Party. Both of those maps are actively going for rank right now, and both have chroma lights, made by Gabby and Blue respectively. One of my more recent maps also got a lot of attention. The Sixth Sense by Roel was a map requested by 2 of my friends from the Belgian Beat Saber community, and it is another collab between me as a mapper and Pixel Guy as lighter. The map turned out amazing and I highly advise you to turn on chroma lights and custom platforms for this one. Lastly, I wanna cover some of the lighting projects I did. Most of the time I'm not motivated to light songs, I'm very sorry for that, but sometimes a song is too good for me to out-light. Let's take a look at some of the lighting projects I did in the past year. If you made it this far into the video, congratulations! I still have one last surprise for you. In the beginning of this video I told you about how I deleted my first 2 maps. And well, because it's my map-iversary, I wanted to return to my very first map and remap it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Sick Airshot. I want to thank all of you again for watching this short mini documentary, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!